What's going on, guys? Kyle Pursley here, digital marketing consultant, agency owner, and coach. And today I'm actually wrapping up my day, and I wanted to be sure I shot this video and uploaded it because right now we're going into Christmas. Next thing you know, we're going to be at our new year, and everyone's setting new goals. And honestly, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people are setting themselves up for failure because they don't have proper daily, weekly, monthly habits. It's more about habits, not necessarily goals, because those daily habits, weekly habits, and monthly habits will get you to where you need to go, right? Focusing on the outputs and the inputs, which I'll cover more so in a different video. Now, what I have today, though, is about daily, weekly, monthly task efficiency. So let me break it down first for, sometimes you need to have tasks that are must do, should do, and maybe I need to do a little bit later, right? And in this case, they're structured typically in daily, weekly, and monthly tasks, right? So how can we be even more efficient at doing them no matter what habit you decide to choose? So I'm always trying to become more efficient, and if you feel like you have anything to add, please let me know in the comments, all right? And maybe share this video at the very end if you like it. So below, you'll find some categories that I'm going to go over, and you'll see all this stuff, by the way, in the description. So in case you didn't necessarily want to watch this whole video, you can check out the description. All this stuff will be in there. But I'm going to go ahead and read off of my task and then kind of try to demonstrate some thoughts there at the very end. So anyways, daily, weekly, monthly tasks, right? For my daily stuff, it's more about the day-to-day things of what I'm doing. So mindset, health, self-improvement. In my opinion right now, my agency right now, I'm using an autopilot. I'm doing a lot of sales and marketing. More marketing than sales here recently, which is good, and I'm coaching students, right? So, and then we have team support because we have calls and people just need support along the way, and then family support, right? So there's that end of things. Then you have the weekly stuff where it's more about tracking, metrics, making sure that the team is supported, fitness accountability, financial accountability, family accountability, brain relief breaks, making sure that I am actually taking a time away from the day-to-day and doing something different, right? Because life is not all about just business or maybe even just family or even just money. It's a mixture of many things, right? So then you have the monthly stuff, right? You're tracking at a higher level to see what is or is not getting you closer to your goals in all areas. So this could be about maybe getting more followers or social engagement. It could be about what's your revenue? What are you tracking on your revenue? Remember, guys, if it's not tracked, it does not grow. So then you have the client feedback to see how you can improve your products, and then accountability. How are you continuing to hold yourself accountable in all areas of your life, right? So anyhow, with that being said, after tracking your daily, weekly, monthly tasks for a year, you can really get good and the most accurate data on yourself without a doubt, because you're going to have things in the form of a checklist and spreadsheets and things like that. And when you're checking down the list, some things you have to hold yourself accountable to, right? So if you don't do those tasks, because life happens, you can put a fat red X on it instead of a check mark, and then you can document it later. I've been doing this for a year now, and I'm really excited to see what the outcome is, and I'll be sure to share and expose myself even to show you what I'm good at versus what I wasn't so good at in the beginning of the year to now. So here's some tools I want to go over to help you out through the daily grind, because there's two things. You're at really high risk during the daily grind. The first thing is you have to know what's coming. You have to see that happening. And then you also have to be sure you have proper resources so you don't quit too early, right? So here are a couple of, probably my top 5 things. So the brain dumps document, so you don't forget anything during meetings or whatnot. You can have an open loop document so you don't have to have everything figured out. All right, that's super important. I also have a Google Calendar link to control your day and be on time. That's the best thing you can do for someone, is being on time, being punctual, and establishing great communication between that time. You also have your core values. So you need to have a link to your non-negotiables to be sure you're aligning yourself with those on a daily basis. And remember, guys, your core values typically go into your own company's core values and your leadership. So whether you own a company or not, and you're a manager, a leader, whatever you're valuing the most to your core is what's ultimately going to show you the type of team members you're going to attract to even. So lastly, I like to have is a centralized document with all my business tools so things don't get lost, right? So it could be content creation documents. It could be tracking documents. It can be anything that you feel like would help you find a resource much faster to help you use less brain power, remember, guys, we really don't want to be intellectually lazy, so we want to be more efficient in that regard, right? It's about working smarter, not hard, at the same time, making sure we're able to put our maximum effort to places where they do matter, which is really cool about, your digital business and working online and things like that too, right? So you can really put a lot of things in their own compartments and document them accordingly. And then along the way, like I said, you can have different documents linked to each one to make them 10 times easier to access. So I hope this all really does help. And if you feel like there's something you want more clarification on, or you want to bounce some ideas off of me, feel free to leave them in the comments. Please share this with someone as they do approach the new year and the new holidays. And then please also share how to carry momentum and for long periods of time, because I also go into that process of the daily, weekly, monthly tasks, but then I also go into the process of building momentum, carrying it for long periods of time, and then how to make better decisions and manage stress along the way. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm just practicing what I preach and letting you know what I'm doing, of course. I'm not perfect by any means. Heck, you can even ask my wife that for sure, without a doubt. So if anyways, she could easily point my imperfections out. I guarantee it. But anyways, guys, through the day-to-day life, especially in business, I'm really finding that these habits are really helping me out along the way. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a great Christmas, because this time it is, what day is it? It is the 23rd, so tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Day, next thing you know, is New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day. So I hope those two videos, like this video that I'm recording, and then the next video on how to carry momentum for long periods of times, I think those two videos are going to be very, very helpful for you guys going into 2023. All right, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much.